Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Well, today we're gonna explore how you can actually learn to design 3D models for your 3D printers and actually start producing your own content and stuff. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about Onshape, and I'm gonna show you in maybe 10 to 15 minutes how you can actually start your first models, how to get familiarized with the interface of the software, and actually some benefits of the Onshape. Most of the softwares are basically the same, but the main difference I see, there are a lot of differences, always you can find some difference, but it is how easy it is to learn a software over the other. In my personal opinion, I think the Onshape is the simplest software you can learn to use some more advanced features. You maybe heard about Tinkercad, I mentioned it in the previous video. It is very good software, but you can't actually modify some stuff that you can do in most of the more advanced parametric modeling software. So AutoCAD is probably the best reference to these softwares, and the process of designing it is very simple, and we're gonna talk about it today. I hope you're gonna enjoy, and like, share, and subscribe, and let's continue to the tutorial.
Now we entered into our Onshape account. So what that means is we created already account. I'm not gonna show you that today. And this is the first page that we're gonna see, and it says owned by me. So here you can find all the files that you designed or someone sent to you. Here you have created by me, shared with you, or public. And public is kind of interesting because you can get an ideas from other people how they designed. You can copy it, work however you want it, and this depends on what subscription plan you have. You have free plan, student plan, and also the professional plan. And let's say the main difference is that in the professional plan all your profiles and designs are gonna be hidden from others, while in the free plan everything is gonna be visible to others. There are many more options, but we're not gonna go over professional software. We're gonna go on the free software and try to explore our creativity. Now, if we want to create something, we go on the create and we say document. But we're not gonna do that because we already have a document and design that we want to try to replicate and show you how you can do it at your home. If you go, this is our design. This is a phone stand, and we're gonna try to design this again, maybe a little bit different, but that doesn't actually matter. So you go on the left bottom corner, it says insert new tab, you press it and say create part studio. And you have a clean empty sheet, let's say like that. Front, top and right plane is actually a, let's say, non-dimensional plane that is going to be useful to add stuff on these planes. On the left you have all the tools you used, so now we just have these planes. We can not see them because for some reason we don't want to see them. And the whole process of designing is to actually create something or draw it in 2D, so 2 dimensions, and then extract the third dimension. Very simple, but basically this is the whole concept of 3D designing. If you understood this part, everything else is gonna be easy. If you know how to design in 2D, you can create something in 3D. So first we're gonna do is create a 2D sketch, and we go on the left top corner, and now it says choose some plane. We're gonna say right plane, and you see here it says sketch 1. So that means everything we design, we can design on the right plane. On the right mouse button, you can rotate it, but if you want to make it more parallel clean, you can just on the right top corner press right, and everything's gonna be perfect. So now, you have a lot of tools like line, rectangle, circle, 3-point arc, and so on. But what we want to do is take center point rectangle, and it is located right here. Say center point rectangle. Let's say like this. It's gonna look nicer. Go from the middle, and we're gonna extract 10 cube, so 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. I think most of the phones can fit in this, and even if they are a little bit larger, that is not gonna make any problem. So what we're actually doing is we're gonna design everything, let's say from the right side, and extract it so we have our design. At first it's gonna look a little bit sketchy, but hold on with me, it's not that complicated. So first we're gonna add some bottom to have something to hold everything else, and we're gonna add that to be 1 centimeter. Now we need some angle to actually hold the phone. So what we can do is we can go like this, but we want to add a specific angle. So here it says 69, let's go 70, why not? So this in the middle, it looks kind of like, it looks very ugly. So we're gonna use the tool called dimensions. And dimensions is basically dimensioning every part of your design so you can create it how you like it. And you can use it all the time, and we're gonna use it all the time. So we can connect the top dot and the dot of this line that we created, and say the length is gonna be 1 centimeter. See how also the bottom line, like bottom part moved, it didn't stay in the previous point. And that is why, because first we added this angle that we wanted. So okay, we have our design, but I think the angle is a little bit too coarse, so we're gonna lower it to maybe 60 degrees. See how it moves. Here is fixed because we fixed it with our dimensioning. Okay, here the phone is gonna stand, but now we have a lot of this chunky place that we actually don't need. So first we're gonna do is create a part that is gonna hold a phone from not slipping. And here is gonna be 0.5. This one is gonna be 0.5. Perfect. And now we need to remove kind of like this part and add something here. So let's do that. We're gonna go to 3-point arc, and this means that you're gonna add 2 points, and then the middle of the line you can actually create like a half a circle. Let's add this point here, and you see how you can change it. So we're again gonna dimension this. Add this, it's gonna be 1 centimeter. But this, I don't like that this is so thin. It can break easily. So we're gonna modify this radius and add maybe 5. Not like this, but it doesn't matter. This is just theaters. This is, we can change this. This is just how you're gonna see your dimension. Okay, so we have some space here that I don't like. So we are gonna again move this line here, but these lines are not parallel, and I don't like things when are not perfect. So in the top right corner you have tools to modify these things, and one of them is called parallel, and you can add this line and this line, and it's gonna be parallel. Depending on which line you fixed, the other one is gonna get parallel to that one. And the other thing we can do is again go to 3-point arc. First let's just see the distance between these two. Let's say 1 centimeter, why not? Okay, not here, but we can go here. Why not? So this is the error. We fixed it with this line. So every time you fix a point to some other point, you're not gonna be able to move that line. So we're gonna delete and repeat it quickly. So now we're gonna parallel. Perfect. Dimensioning this to this, 1 centimeter. Perfect. But we can kind of extend it a little bit more. But first, let's get our dimensioning. Here, 1 centimeter. Perfect. And let's go a little bit, not like that, but like this. Up, and maybe, I don't know, we're gonna check later. Again, we go to 3-point arc. We connect to this, and we can add whatever, but we can make this actually parallel to each other. So not that, but this, come on, this. Okay, we can't make it parallel because it is, okay, we are playing with ourselves. Let's go and say dimensioning and add this to be 5. Now it's gonna be parallel because both of the values are 5. So that means the curvature is basically the same. And perfect. We did this part. Now what we are missing is something over here. So that means that we're gonna create a 3-point arc circle, but we're gonna use this to actually create a hole where the phone is gonna enter and not slip up. So I think the half centimeter is kinda okay, maybe 1 centimeter. I think this is gonna be more representative. And now we use some, let's see, advanced tool, which is called a pattern. You have linear pattern, circular pattern, or transform, and we can use linear pattern, select what we want, and we can move it to the value we want, and we're gonna get something like this. I think this looks very well. So now we see there is a lot of information for us, and we want to kind of clean these things for ourselves. You can always make these things nicer, but this is not what I'm talking about. There is a trim tool, and we can use it to trim the lines that we are actually not going to use. And this is kind of important because during your design you're going to have a lot of additional lines, additional stuff that is not providing you any value, and we want to get rid of it. So this is what we get, and this is our 2D design of the table. Now we're gonna extract it to third dimension. See, this is the line that is preventing us to doing everything at one point here. So we're also gonna cut that one, or trim it. Trim. Perfect, trim. Okay, I think now we have what we want. Go to extract, and when you press it, you're gonna extract your design. And we're gonna say 7 centimeters. I think that's roughly okay. And oh my god, we got our table stand. Now it kind of looks ugly, but it's okay because we're gonna make it look nice. So we have tools called fillet and chamfer, which are basically it makes corners look rounded, or like I don't know how to say it, but it deletes it by 90 degrees, so it makes it look nicer. But this is important when 3D printing, especially filleting on the sides, because the machine, when it goes from this side, starts to add the material and goes directly 90 degrees from it, something's gonna not work, and we want to minimize our problems. So we're gonna say 0.5. Perfect. Let's maybe go like this. We're gonna add everything that we can. Okay, can we add this one? No. We are missing this one. No, we can't add that one. Okay, so these are all the things that we can say that can be 0.5 centimeters. Some of them are not letting themselves to be rounded because the size of 0.5 is very high, so we can reduce it to 0.2. Let's be crazy today. Like this, maybe not this one. Wait. And maybe, no. Okay, I think this is all we want to add and can add. We see this is kind of rough, so we can again go to fillet, add all the sides to be filleted. This one not, because it is on the angle, but maybe we can try to minimize the size of it. So let's say 0.1, and it works, and we have something that is resembling nice. But you see, this doesn't look very nice, and it's probably gonna stop phone from entering into the hole. So we're gonna use chamfer, put it on the line, and we can increase it from some small value to maybe, let's try 1. It looks better, but let's say 2. I think we're not changing anything more, so this is it. And this can maybe potentially damage the phone a little bit. So we're gonna go again to fillet, we're gonna put 0.05, we're gonna add this, and that's it, guys. Why I didn't chamfer these sides? Because if we chamfer or fillet these sides, we're gonna have artifacts while printing, because we're gonna explain it in the next video. But for now, this is our model, and the last thing that we want to do is add some text to make it, look nice. Why not? So what did we choose? We choose the right plane, and we're gonna go to, let's just see, text. Perfect. And let's say Damir Hanic YouTube. Wait, I'm pressing a lot of stuff, and voila, it's very big, but we can dimension it again, say 5 centimeters, and we're gonna get something that resembles something that is correct for us. This is 1 centimeter, and we kinda, I think, put it in the middle, which looks kinda nice. And the last thing is to actually extract it. It's gonna look like it is engraved, which is exactly what we want to have. When you look at it, it's engraved. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you like the video tutorial, please send a message, give your opinions, your ideas, what we can improve, and maybe, I don't know if YouTube allows, send your pictures of how you designed your phone stand. Thank you guys, and see you soon. Bye.